Hello and welcome to week 2. For week 2, you'll start with reading your reading assignments for the week. When you open that up, you'll notice that you're going to be reading argument and critical thinking, argument and college writing, and finding topics. And I want you to read all of the sections there. Remember that the Prezi captures the important points. So after you get done reading, please review the Prezi just to make sure that you're, grasping what it is that we need to keep in mind as we move through our writing this semester. All right, then you're going to see in the review section that you've got argumentative prompts, your sample APA screenshot and comments, and then using Google Scholar links. Let's first look at the argumentative prompts. Now, as I'm moving over to that, what I want you to keep in mind is that you are going to pick one topic this semester. So I want you to choose carefully as you prepare for your topic journal. You will spend time doing both primary and secondary research on this topic. So again, I want you to pick it carefully, one, for your own personal interest in it, that it's something that you want to learn more about. But secondly, I also want you to think about what you can actually research, that you can find scholarly articles about. So one of the things that's nice about this particular New York Times list is that when you click on something like, do you trust Facebook, it will go to an article that appeared in the New York Times. Now, that is not a scholarly source, so it can definitely be part of your research, but when we do the annotated bibliographies twice this semester, you'll do them in pieces so that you kind of build on your research. You'll need to find scholarly articles about your topic. So I want you to think about that. Now, in a minute, I'm going to explain what I do once you've chosen your topic to kind of ensure that you can find scholarly articles, but you've got, several pages here. I want you to think about these. I want you to read through them. If the New York Times article is appealing to you, like I said, you can use it in your final paper or even in project number 2. But the majority of your research will be, as we build over the course of the semester, you'll have 4 scholarly articles that you'll have picked, via Google Scholar and then found in Library OneSearch, OU's library database. But those are just things I want you to keep in mind because it's a hard choice, and I want you to be careful about it. All right, so then the next thing you see is a sample APA screenshot and comments. This is one of your assignments for the week. And what I want you to do is find somewhere. I'm suggesting Owl Purdue only because it's a reliable source, but I want you to find something that is an example. So if you go to the Purdue Owl, you'll notice that an article from an online periodical with a DOI assigned, this piece was a screenshot from that website. And then what I want you to do below, so it's the generic citation of an online periodical with a DOI, and then it's using actual names, the name of article, name of a journal, etc. And then underneath, I want you to explain in your own words what you're seeing. So, for example, first list the author's last name followed by the first and middle, if available, initials. If there are several authors, all will be listed, etc. So these are things that I'm seeing as I look at this example. The purpose of this assignment is twofold. One, I want you to get familiar with whatever guide you're going to use to find APA format citations. And secondly, I want you to think about how they are set up. The more familiar you are with them, the more you'll be able to use the citation widgets in our databases, but also check for any errors that they might have when you're citing. So this, like I said, this assignment is a screenshot, and then this portion here is in your own words, describe what you see in that screenshot. All right, and then the final thing that you're going to see in the review section is using Google Scholar links. So as I said, this week you're going to do your topic journal. You're going to take these 300 prompts, you're going to look them over, you're going to decide something that you want to focus in on, and you're going to respond in the topic journal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to supply you with a Google Scholar link to hopefully get you started on your scholarly research. But what will happen is I will, give you this link, and then when you go to that particular link, you'll see a whole list. Whoops, sorry. You'll see a whole list of articles. And when you've got something like a PDF, or a link, like an HTML link, you can get right to that article. But sometimes, for example, say that you wanted this particular article, a longitudinal study of the link between exposure to violent video games, etc., then what you would need to do is get over to our database, our Library One search, and put the title into that search and search for it. What you'll find then is that article oftentimes. And then the beauty is if you click on that cite widget right here, you'll get the citation in APA format, and it is sixth edition. We are in 7th edition now, so that might be available. If it's not available, select APA 6th and then double check the entry. But when you look through an entry like this one, something like Chinese should definitely be capitalized. But in general, this looks correct. It follows the 7th edition citation for an electronic journal with a DOI. So, like I said, if you think about the assignments that you've got this week, you're going to look for your prompt. You're going to look at how to cite APA format. You're going to use your Google Scholar link to get you started. But when you use that cite widget, since you're already acclimating to what APA looks like, you'll be able to edit any minor errors your widget might lead you to. Now, does that help so much this week? Not necessarily, but you'll notice as we get into week 3, you're going to have an annotated bibliography due, and that's going to pay off then. You're going to have that correct citation for your articles. So believe me, everything builds this semester. Be patient. Everything will link together, but choosing that topic's going to get you off on the right foot. It's going to start this whole process, and we're going to continue to build as we go. All right, so just as I said, your APA screenshot and comments are due. So you have that screenshot, and then underneath it, you're going to describe in your own words what you see and where you retrieve the image. So you'll just, if it's from the Purdue OWL, that's what you'll add there. All right, and going back, you'll also turn in your topic journal. You'll notice there are specific questions you'll be answering, or questions you'll be posing too. So again, semester-long topic, choose carefully. You're going to have 3 questions that you'd really like to know about when it comes to this particular topic, something that you would like to kind of solve or answer as you go through your research process. You'll have a reason for choosing the topic, and then I want you to do 3 fill in the blanks. Before reading my paper, my readers will probably think this way about my topic. After reading my paper, my readers will think this way about my topic. My purpose for writing about this topic is, which is a little different than your reason for choosing it. Your reason for choosing it is usually personal. Your purpose for writing about it is what you want the audience to do with your information. And I gave you an example below. So you've got your reading assignment, you've got some review material, you've got 2 assignments due by Sunday, September 17th. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.